We got it. Oh, we're echoing. Turn this down. Turn it down. Don't do it. Don't do it. There we go. All right. Now we should be good. All right. What's up, everybody? Welcome to the Shred Show Live. Hanging out with Joe. Oh, Joe's got to fix his phone. Hanging out with the one and only Joe Wilson from Social Coach, CEO, co-founder, and we are shredding social today. Uh-oh. Joe's trying to figure it out. He's trying to figure out. He's going to get it, ladies and gentlemen.
What am I doing wrong?
What are you doing? I can see you, kind of.
I'm like, I don't understand what's happening here.
I can see you.
There, that's better.
Yeah, you're good. You're totally good.
But can you hear me on Instagram? That's the real question.
Guys, comment thumbs up if you can hear Joe and I on Instagram. I know there's a few of you here in IG. Thumbs up if you can hear us both on IG. Hopefully you can. If not, rip. But we'll figure it out one way or another. But Joe, you and I, we love connecting. We love collaborating with all that you're doing with Social Coach, everything that we're doing. I'm doing with Shred. There's just so much opportunity to share, to bring value to our industry and our community. And we thought, what better way? You and I both are getting questions. Being that you are like the content king and that you're always helping companies, individuals with content, and you and I both get questions of like, Josh, what should we post? What should we talk about? What do people want to hear from me? How can I create value? And you and I are like, it's not that hard. It's really not that hard, ladies and gentlemen. What even better way? You and I are actually going to give 5 different content ideas today, right? 5.
Like,
boom. Look at that. We need like some type of like graphic, something that happens there. Lots of echo. What? Rip. I don't know why it's echoing. I don't understand at all why it was echo. Oh, it might be, I don't know. Oh, I know why, because it's coming through on Joe's side. He's picking up his speakers because he doesn't have headphones in. That's exactly why we have echo.
Okay. All right. Hang on.
See, ladies and gentlemen, you're learning live right now. This is exactly
literally what a disaster, people. This is why you practice this crap.
This is why we practice on IG only. Yeah, Dal, it's purely because Joe has his headphones or doesn't have headphones in. So he's getting the sound coming through on his. So hold on. We're going to get it. Look at Joe. Look at him. He is committed. He is going. He's walking. He's going to go make it happen. So if you're on here on Facebook, YouTube, LinkedIn, Twitch, Joe, that is Mr. Chair filling in for Joe. Give him just a second. He'll be back.
Here we go.
He'll be back.
Don't you worry.
Don't you worry about a thing. I'm not worried. I'm not worried.
That's how we do it.
All right. Look at that. He's got his AirPods in. I talked about this on one of my gear tips recently. Hey, you got to have headphones, whether it's headphones like this or like Joe has. Having headphones can come in and save the day. Melissa, thanks for joining us. What's up, Melissa? Dal's here with us. Justin's here with us. What's up, everybody? What's up? All right. Joe, we ready now?
I feel like this should be better now, but like, can we hear? Is it better?
100%. Hey, Dal, give us a thumbs up if we have no more echo. Thumbs up with no echo. Can we hear? Can we hear? Let's hear it. Let's hear it.
No echo.
Thumbs up. Thumbs up. Yes, we're good. Let's go. All right.
Okay.
So here we go, Joe. So like I said, we want to purely today, this is going to be short, sweet, to the point. We want to give all of our mortgage friends, and even if you're not in mortgage, this may apply to you. You can kind of take this, spin this, make it your own. But we want to give you some ideas. So let's start with number 1. Number 1 idea is something local. Now, when we're talking about something local, this could be really anything local, right? Are you there? Can you hear me?
Yeah, I can't hear you anymore.
Son of a... That's funny. I'm going to hold on. We're technical difficulties. We'll figure it out. Melissa, what app are you using for the live? I am using on Facebook, LinkedIn, and Twitch. And YouTube, sorry, we're using StreamYard. That's the app we use. Very good question. We use StreamYard is definitely the app that we use on a regular basis. We can do some overlays, some fun stuff with it. But yes, I use StreamYard for all of my streaming. It doesn't allow you to do it on IG, which is unfortunate. This is why we do it live. This is exactly why we do it live. Dal, hashtag Shred, hashtag Social Coach in the chat too, ladies and gentlemen. We're going to get Joe back here, but our number 1 thing, as soon as Joe can hear me, the number 1 thing that we want to give you guys is doing something locally. Now you can do local, whether it's a restaurant, whether it's a farmer's market. Actually, me and my team were literally just talking about that, is doing a quick video from like a farmer's market, talking about some of the local produce, talking about what something big here in Utah is honey, talking about Utah local honey. So what do you like about it? And then tag what, if you go to a restaurant, if you go to a farmer's market, tag them. It helps them. Plus, it actually helps you get seen by their audience as well. So I'm still waiting for Joe.
Can you hear me now, Josh?
Yes.
You should be able to hear me now.
Okay. Yeah, can you hear me? Okay, gotcha.
Awesome. All right, so you went through the first one already. We got one.
Something local. So if you chose something local, what would it be? Would it be a restaurant for you? What would it be for you?
It would be a restaurant. I would take a page from Delilah Ramos's page book there and pick my favorite taco joint on a Tuesday and talk about it. So my favorite is Sancho's here in San Clemente, Orange County, and it is the best. Nothing better than a little taco on Taco Tuesday.
Nothing beats a taco on Taco Tuesday. I would 100% agree with that. So,
and honestly, what you do also, the other thing is you want to tag that place that you are talking about, right? That 100%. Local business. Talk about them. Put that sticker on your Instagram story so you get discovered on there as well. But talking local, making it happen, helping other people while you're doing it as well too.
100%. Mine's The Junction. It's a local burger place. It's absolutely awesome up here in Heber, Utah. It's got some of the best freaking fries you've ever had, but they do pizza too. This place does everything, but their burgers are off the hook. So that's number one. Number two, Joe, I'm gonna let you do this one.
Okay. Nobody says, I want to grow up and get into the mortgage business. Maybe somebody does now. Maybe, but very few and far between. So I always love to hear how people fell into the mortgage business. Why did you get in there? Share how it happened. Make it comical because it probably is. But then, more importantly, not say why you got into the mortgage business, but also say why do you stay? Right? For me, it was like I just was looking for something post college, and I heard a buddy ahead of me that worked for this mortgage company that was making some stupid, silly money, and I was like, that sounds cool. I can do that. And after a couple of years of not really loving the mortgage industry, I can honestly say it's one of the best industries in the world, and so much potential and so much going on here. So sharing that with others is a pretty cool story.
Dude, you and I have a very similar story of like, I saw people way dumber than me. I'm not the smartest guy in the room most of the time, but I see these guys making ridiculous money. And I'm like, wait a minute. If these guys can do it, there's no reason that I can't do this. So I jumped into it and then I fell in love with it. There were so many things helping people, especially first-time homebuyers, go through that process. Like that story, when I share that with others, they're like, man, that's a good reason to stay in it. So yeah, I agree with you. Share that story. Let people know. I guarantee most of your friends, maybe even most of your clients, they have no idea. They're like, yeah, you aspired. As a little kid, they said, I'm going to be a mortgage pro. I'm going to grow up and be a loan officer. That's exactly what people know. Like none of us aspire to that. No offense. If you did, then man, you're a step above me and Joe. Because I
want to hear from you. If you can hear this and you decided from a young age you want to be in the mortgage industry, like send me a DM or comment on this video. Like I want to hear from you. How did that happen? How did you learn about it? That'd be crazy to hear.
It would be super crazy if you actually had people that are like, oh yeah, I wanted to be from like a little age. My dad, actually, I do know we had, oh my gosh, I can see her face. She actually started at a young age. Her dad owned a mortgage company, and she, as a little kid, she always heard about her dad talking about mortgages, and she, of course, became a mortgage. And now she's one of the top.
Megan Anderson, right?
No, Megan's. I know Megan's family did. She is, but this gal's out of Colorado. Why can't I think of her name? She always watches the show too. I'll tag her in it. But I know she at a young age wanted to become a loan officer. So anyway, there you go. All right, number 3, moving right along. Why is getting a pre-approval a good idea? I mean, Joe, this is one of those things that for us in the mortgage industry sounds like a no-brainer. Like we literally, we see the memes, we see the GIFs, and we laugh and chuckle at it. But honestly, our consumers, the people day to day, they really may not know why this is a good idea. Sharing why getting pre-approved is incredibly valuable to everybody around you, right?
Yeah, and I think don't just say, oh, you need to get pre-approved before you buy a house. So blah, 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 whatever, right? That's what everybody else does. Make it something interesting. Talk about how your pre-approval that you have at your company is slightly different than everybody else's, right? What is unique about your pre-approval process? We go through underwriting before. So it's basically a cash offer so that you can compete in this crazy market that's going on right now. And link it to something that is unique about what the experiences that your followers who are buying houses are going through. The house across the street just sold and they had like 20 offers on it, right? And we knew 2 people that were trying to buy it. It's like they both got beat out because they had cash offer, crazy amount over. So how do you compete with that if you're looking to get financing, and why is that pre-approval process so important to that?
Well, and like you said, if you have that unique, and especially if you can do that pre-approval, not just like a pre-approval, but like you're actually qualified. So it can be more like a cash offer. Now more than ever in this competitive market, Joe, that could be a selling point itself. Somebody may use you specifically just for that. Like, hey, I can be competitive against a cash offer, especially if you're in some of these hot markets like Utah, Texas, California. Like, you need every little incentive that you can get. You need every leg up on the competition right now. So make sure you talk about that. What sets you apart from everybody else? It's not about rates anymore. It's not just about service. It's really about the little things that you can make unique with it. So number 4, this is you, Joe.
Okay, this is one as I love, and maybe it's because I'm a sucker for this kind of stuff, but what is something from your childhood or in your town that was there 20, 30 years ago that's no longer here anymore? Like, talk about that, because nostalgia wins 100%. If you can even have a picture of you as a kid eating ice cream at this local joint, or some kind of statue that is there, maybe not statue, that's maybe a little too cringeworthy right now, but just different things that are going on, different areas, a school that's no longer there, what have you, and talk about that. You'll get people from all over the place commenting on that kind of stuff. It's just that locality wins.
Yep. Dude, so mine is my middle school. My middle school was actually like a central point for all like the Salt Lake Valley. And it was kind of known as like the ghetto school, but so many people went there. Like, it was like absolutely a landmark, and they tore it down. I remember it kind of became abandoned. It was so old that pipes and everything were breaking. And like, it became unsafe for students to be there. But I remember like the community was crushed that they tore it down. Like, they were absolutely crushed. They're like, no, this is a landmark. You can't tear this school down. It's history. And now it's a shopping mall. So, there you go. But that was
progress.
Progress, right? So that's one thing for me. But that's a really good one, because it's talking points. Like you said, people in your community, they recognize those things. They remember them. They think about them. So share that spot. What was one of those landmarks? What's something that was there that no longer is? I guarantee you'll get some cool comments. You will start a conversation, which, Joe, going into our last one, that's what a lot of this is about. It's sharing valuable information, but also get your audience engaged with you. Number one, for many standpoints, but if you get 10, 20, 30 comments on this, number one, you can go back and engage with those people. But I always, on a regular basis, like to do a little bit of a social audit. I actually like to see who's actually engaging with me, so I know where to spend my time on social media, specifically targeting those people. Again, not retargeting with ads, but saying, hey, Joe liked that. Joe commented on that. I'm going to make sure I spend some time and go check out Joe's profile or his post. And then I know that if he liked that, putting out more content that Joe's going to engage with. So start thinking about social media in that way. It's not just about, oh, I'm just going to make another post. We're giving you really good ideas, but play the long game of social media. Okay, number 5, Joe. I like this one.
Number 5. All right. This is something that actually someone brought up to me the other day. I got a DM saying from a guy who was actually a buddy who was trying to buy a house in this area as well. And he's just like trying to figure out if he wants to time the market or not. He's like, Joe, who out there that you follow in the mortgage real estate business is like, has the crystal ball? That, like, I want to just know, like, should I buy a house now or not? And most lenders today are not going to say that, and most agents aren't either. Most of them are saying, "Oh, now's the best time to buy. Rates are still, going to be low forever. The home values will continue to go up forever." But shoot your shot. Say what you think. Make a prediction, but do it based on some data. Do your research. Figure out what's happening with the Feds, keeping the rates artificially low. What is the plan for the future? What have the economists said? Like, just say something. Make a prediction, but make it based on some data that you have. And try to say something that gets, again, the conversation started.
I was going to say, don't do anything that's like almost cringeworthy of like, oh, well, rates are going to be like, they're going to be 5 or they're going to go down to 1%. Don't do, like you said, make sure that there's some actually validity behind it, that you have some data. You actually have something that is valuable. I've seen LOs that, even when it comes to like those titles where you're trying to catch attention, like rates are going to 10%, like don't be dumb. Like be actually valuable to your audience. I always recommend Barry Habib, our good friend Barry Habib or MBS Highway. The guy has been the crystal ball winner for how many years in a row? Literally, I just got an alert. I'm part of his text group of hey, you want to look? The Fed's just made an announcement about inflation rates. The MBS is going down right now, so rates are going to be going up. So lock. So these are the things you want to be paying attention to, and make a small prediction. I think rates are going to go up. I think we're going to see a small uptick in rates. Rates have been low for a long time. With the market the way it is, I think we're going to see rates. Are they going to go up 1%? No, but I think we'll see maybe probably 0.5% hike here. I don't know. That would be my prediction. Still, with that being said, and people always ask me too, and I'm sure you get this show, is well, Josh, should I buy a house or should I wait? The market's got to crash. It's this inflation bubble's going to burst. It's going down. I always say when you can pick up a home is an asset. Argue with me if you want. If Dave Ramsey wants to argue with me, if anyone want to argue with me, sure, go ahead, see what happens. But a home is a long-term asset. It's a value. It's a value that appreciates over long term. Look at this market. Look how much your home's appreciated over the last couple of years in particular. It's really gone up. So make those predictions, Joe. But like you said, have a little bit of data behind them. Don't just throw some crazy shot in the dark. Let's not do that.
Yeah. But do something. Say something. Participate in the conversation. Everybody wants to know what's going on. That's the point of it. Find out what people are dying to learn about, and be that authoritative voice and continue to post.
There you go. That's it. Simple. Those are the 5 things. Going over them. Go local. Share your story. Why is getting pre-approval a good idea? Share about that. Share a landmark, something that was there that is no longer there. And then number 5, make a prediction based on data. Don't just pull out of thin air. Make a prediction. Joe, that's what you and I are all about. We want to give everybody in our industry. We want to share valuable content. You have 5 ideas. You have next 5 weeks. If you're making 1 post a week, you've now got 5 weeks of content right here from Joe and I. That's what we're all about, Joe. That's it, right? Simple.
Awesome. That's it. Thanks, guys.
All right, guys, you guys stay tuned. Joe and I are going to continue to help you guys shred social and bring you stuff just like this that's valuable to you and to your content. With that, ladies and gentlemen, we appreciate you. We love you. We hope you all shred. Show up, hustle, repeat every day. See you guys.